What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thomas with TMWYT here in the garage with the Mk6 Golf R once again. And it is past the 26th. If you watched my last video, you'd hear me say that the car was supposed to go into wrap on the 26th. But just like the rest of this year and all the parts on this car, the wrap got delayed. I'll be going in on June 9th now. It's a bummer, but it gives me a little bit more time to dial everything in and do everything that I wanted to do. So then the final thing will just be getting it wrapped. So today, just like the title says, we are going to be restoring the headlights and taillights on my Mk6 Golf R. These are the dark cherry Depot Euro tails. These are aftermarket, but the front headlights are the OEM Golf R headlights, and they are original. These have a lot of swirl mark scratches like what you find in your surface of your paint. So we're going to completely eliminate all those annoying, ugly, I mean, they're not like deep scratches. You know what I mean when you see the swirl marks in your clear coat on your car. It's just from a rag. It's just from being washed improperly. So I'm hoping we just restore those, get them back to nice glossy finish, no more little scratches in them anymore. And then the fronts, they are oxidizing towards the edges, and there's lots of little tiny pitting or rock chips up front. So I'm hoping we can completely eliminate that as well, just by doing a simple polish. So you can barely see what I'm talking about here. It's very hard to show up on camera. You can barely see kind of the scratches that I'm talking about. I'm just here in the glare there. So we're gonna completely eliminate those. Okay, so this right side headlight is probably the worst one. And you can see, don't mind the water spots from my last wash, which I didn't dry entirely. You can see kind of up here, just some really ugly oxidization, and that's the top of the headlight, most likely from the sun coming directly on top of that. So hopefully you can see this through my lens. All this tiny rock chips or pitting all through here. You can see, you know, we'll clean them up definitely and see, you know, what's actual physical damage to the headlight. Definitely want to get rid of this up here. It's going to be really kind of tough with how close it is to the fender and the hood. It's open, we can pop the hood up and drop the bumper because there's only 2 bolts holding it in right now, and then just mask off this back corner. We can just hit this whole front headlight. So enough of me talking. I will show you really quick what the tools we're going to be using today. Obviously you can use something simple like a drill, and they make great kits. I know a couple people, Meguiar's and 3M off the top of my head, make really good headlight and taillight restoration kits that you can just hook up to your drill. Or I even know of some ones that you don't even need a power drill or an orbital buffer. All you need is just circling your hand. Probably won't get the best results and it'll take a lot longer, but you know, work with what you got. This is the method we're going to be using today to polish up and restore my headlights and taillights. It is the Makita orbital buffer. That's probably not the exact name. Again, you guys know I always mess up the exact names and such like that. But we just have the Makita orbital buffer, a couple of extra pads that we probably won't use, but this is the pad we're going to be using. Extreme Finishing foam pad. It's like this red one with these cool little things. I don't know. I had the best results with this on my other cars. Okay, and then whatever method you're gonna use, whether it's the pre-made kits for your drill, it'll come with a compound or solution, however you wanna call it. This is just a bottle of 3M headlight renewal that I'm just gonna toss on the pad and see what results we can get with this. If I can't get that pitting and scratches out with just this, then we can move to a heavier stage compound, more of a cutting compound, and see what we can do with that. But we're just gonna use this for now and see what we can do with it. We are also gonna be using this fancy dancy yellow roll of masking tape. So anything we don't want the pad to hit, we're just gonna line with this nice masking tape, and it's a little bit more durable than just the blue stuff, which is what you typically see. So let's get right into it. I'm just gonna pop the bumper off real quick and mask these headlights off. right, I just masked off this corner of the fender, popped off the bumper and opened the hood. Now I've just got a microfiber towel and some glass cleaner. And you can use kind of any cleaner you want. You could rub them with alcohol, just a spray detailer. We just want to remove any dirt and grime, bugs, you know, stuff that would be on your headlights from driving around for a few days. Preferably, you know, clean your car before this. It'll make this a lot easier. I cleaned my car about 3 days ago for the first time in a couple of months, so that was fun. All right, got everything all ready to go. Hood opened up, bumper dropped off. This is all masked off. We have the orbital buffer plugged in with our correct pad on there, along with the 3M headlight renewal stuff I showed you in the beginning. Another thing, to get rid of the pitting, I don't think we'll need to use this part on the taillights because they're just really hairline thin scratches. I think we'll just need to buff them and they'll be good. But to get rid of some of this pitting from rocks hitting this, because this is a 7-year-old car now, it's a 2013, it's now 2020. It's got 90,000 miles. So these headlights have 90,000 miles of use on them. So we've got some 1000 grit sandpaper here and a bottle of water. And all we're gonna do is wet this down and wet our sandpaper down. And I'm gonna sand my OEM Golf R headlights. And I've never done this before, so let's hope we don't ruin them, huh? Here we go. All right, just finished up with the first kind of pass over with the 1000 grit wet sand. We're just gonna wipe these off. It definitely, it definitely made my lenses super cloudy. From the first pass here, it definitely smoothed out a lot. I think I'm gonna hit it with a couple more passes with a little bit more pressure and see if we can get rid of some of these deeper pitting. So let me do that real quick. Okay, just hit it with a second pass with the 1000 grit wet sanding. Just a little bit more pressure, not as scary now that I'm, you know, the headlights are already scratched into. Okay, so pretty good results. I see a lot of the pitting, a lot of the more smaller pits or rock chips are gone. There's still a little bit bigger ones. I'm gonna try just hitting it with the orbital buffer and polishing it up and see what kind of results we get out of this. I think you could definitely see that on camera. It definitely smoked up my lenses a whole bunch. Here's the other side, looks clear as day. Okay, so we just hit these with the sandpaper. Just gonna apply the 3M headlight renewal stuff to my pad here. And if you know how to use an orbital buffer, then you're just gonna wanna, you know, apply it how you would so you get an even coat. Because whatever, you don't wanna run your pad dry. That's all that I know. I'm not a professional, remember guys. I just do this to my daily. I try to not pay people to do stuff, so I try to do everything myself. We're just gonna kind of spread this out the best that we can. And then we're just gonna get into it. All right, and that was the first pass with the compound. So now I'm just gonna give it a wipe and see what kind of results we got out of it. Okay, still pretty murky and foggy. I'll go ahead and load it up with some more compound and we'll go around for a second pass. Okay, so after 2 passes with using just the red pad with the headlight renewal stuff, I'm still not getting as clear of results as I'm wanting to. So I've just got some cutting compound. They recommend using that after you sand something or if there's deeper scratches. So I did sand this and I do want it to be crystal clear like the other side or like it was originally from the factory. So we're just gonna apply some of this. You know, again, I'm not a professional. I'm showing you guys that you can do this in your garage when you've never done it before on your own car, your own Mk6. So if I ruin my headlights, I'll let you guys know and this can be a lesson for everybody. Okay, after a couple more passes with the red pad and the cutting compound, and then a couple more passes with the headlight renewal stuff. And then I even topped it off with this polishing pad, which is this nice fuzzy one. I got really good results. It didn't take out all of the rock chips, and I don't want to go deeper in sandpaper because I'm not confident, you know, that I could do that. But it did take a lot of the big ones out, and most importantly, it took away that oxidization, which was really bugging me up at the top there. That is the job that we got done here. And it looks really, really good, and it took away that gross oxidization that was up here. Obviously, I'm going to clean all this up. This is just right after. And they are very, very silky smooth. You know, if you felt that one and then felt this one just feels like it's covered in little pieces of sand or, you know, dirt and debris. This one just feels silky smooth. So really happy with the results on that. We got a just absolutely gorgeous night out here in Utah right now. Got the garage door open. Now let's move on to the tail lights, and I think this is where we're gonna see big results back here. You can see it right there in that glare there. All these fine scratches that bug the crap out of me, especially since they're a darker lens. You see them really easy. So we're gonna do the same process to the rear tail light, and we'll see how it turns out. So let's do it. All right, we now have my professional masking tape job. Oops. We have my professional masking tape job here on the back. 2-part tail light. We're just gonna hit it all in one go. All right, so we're gonna do the same method that we just did on the headlights, minus the sanding. There aren't any rock chips back here, and I think just a couple of passes with the red pad and the headlight renewal, I think we might be able to eliminate 99% of those. All right, just finished the first pass. Whole car is covered in polishing compound. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but we got them really good. Let me grab the spray. So you can obviously, my professional masking job didn't do the greatest job, so definitely take a little bit more time than I did applying that. You know, mine looks awful, and it shows, you know. It flew off while I was trying to do this. So make sure you take your time when doing that. Don't rush like me. Wow. Wow, just one pass. This is what I was really excited to see, guys. You can see gorgeous mirror finish. You can't even see any scratches in that anymore. Yo, and I'm not trying to just hype my work up. Obviously you see that scratch right there. But before, I'll try to put a before shot right here. But you can see just how glossy that is now. No more hairline scratches. We can probably compare it with the other side. So look there, absolutely beautiful. And this probably is just leftover compound here. I'll clean that up here in a second with the polishing one. But take a look at this. Take a look at this absolutely glossy finish on my Dark Cherry Depot Euro tails. You come over here, and you can see the difference. All those little hairline scratches that you see when walking around the car at a car show. See all those scratches, they are now completely gone. I'm really happy with these look like they just came out of the box. Guys, I'm super happy with the results on this. Again, guys, I'm not a professional. I'm doing this in my garage. This is the first time I've ever done this. And I'm really happy with the results on the taillights. Headlights gonna take a lot more work. I'm not sure if I'm up to it. They are really silky smooth and really polished, and I love it. No more oxidization on this top one over here, which I'm happy about. But man, the taillights, I am, like that maybe took me that first pass. Obviously, again guys, just need to clean this up. You know, that was a really quick pass. But guys, I'm really happy with the results on this. This is awesome. They look so good. You know, ever since I bought these used, they've always had just really, really bad swirl marks. And I am really happy with the finish on these. These are gonna look so much better now. I can already see, you know, the red popping a lot more. And to most people, they're not gonna notice this. You know, to most people, most car enthusiasts might not even care, you know, but I'm just so like, such a perfectionist about my car. I'll redo stuff, you know, 5 or 6 times to get it right, you know. So I'll probably be in here for a couple more hours after I get this video edited and put up for you guys, just showing how easy it is. And probably that kit that I was telling you about with the drill is gonna be even simpler. I think it's like 20 bucks from Meguiar's or 3M that you can just put on your drill. Would work wonders. So if you're just trying to get swirl marks out of your headlights and taillights, this is the method to go. And you could try deeper sanding to get those rock chips out. I wish I could have figured out a better method for you guys on that. I mean, they are really, really smooth compared to the left side that we have not done yet. But guys, I'm really happy with the results. All those little hairline scratches are gone out of the dark cherry Eurotails, and they really, really showed in the sunlight because they're that dark red color. And now it is just awesome. And I'm gonna have a really fun time cleaning up all of this polishing compound. I hope you guys found this video entertaining. If this kind of gives you an idea of just what to do during quarantine on your car while you have nothing else to do, go pick up one of those kits. Or if you even have an orbital sander, I know Harbor Freight even has a cheaper one. You know, you don't have to get this fancy, nice one. You know, honestly, my dad has had this for 10 years now, and I finally decided to pull it out because I have a wrap. I never polished my car, but it was pretty simple. So with how easy I got those scratches out on my taillights, they're never gonna look like that again. So I'm really excited. Just a super simple thing to do, you know, in the cool summer night during your quarantine. But if you guys enjoyed that video, let me know down below. Leave a like if you did. If you want to see more content on my Mk6, make sure you subscribe. But that is going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll catch you in the next one.